Hey everyone, this is Chase Beach here with InsurGrid on our Agent Spotlight. I'm joined by Derrick Vander Wall of Michigan Choice Insurance. Derrick, thanks for joining us and tell us more about yourself and your agency.
So I've been in the insurance business for, I don't know, about 7 years now. Started at a local agency here in Muskegon, Michigan. Um, I went through a couple agencies and I ended up starting my own agency in December of 2019. Yeah, here I am. Michigan, we used to be Muskegon Choice, transitioned to Michigan Choice because now we have remote agents all over the state of Michigan. So in 2021, here we are. I got agents from Ann Arbor to Jackson to Grand Rapids to, of course, me in Muskegon. So
Yeah, and you're focused on property and casualty, and then a lot of your business is personal lines today.
Yep. So personal lines is, a lot of people say it's going to get automated. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. I think there's a real opportunity here, especially if you put, of course, like InsurGrid, the right tools in place, and really take advantage of what we can do that a lot of other agencies are not doing.
Right, right. Well, you've been an InsurGrid customer since June of 2020. And would love to turn back the time a little bit and learn more. You met us. What were maybe some of your skepticisms about InsurGrid that maybe other agents have today? And then using the product, how has it helped your agency and help you be able to branch out and grow your agency?
All right. So one of my biggest concerns when I had originally signed up with InsurGrid was that people weren't going to be weren't going to want to log in, to your services. They think it's a scam, or they didn't know their password, or they just felt uncomfortable, or something like that. But I can honestly count on one hand where that's been a problem, and probably only 2 or 3 times where it's been an objection, but it hasn't even been to the point where they just won't do a quote. You just got to gather information, of course, in a different way. So that was my biggest concern, and I don't even know why. I don't even know why that was ever a concern for me. I think personally it was a mental block for me, but that's just me. But the way that it has really helped me, which I think is a golden nugget here, is when I originally signed up with InsurGrid, I was like, okay, I can get these people's deck pages, right? And I can do apples to apples comparison, right? Make sure I'm, matching liability limits and matching deductibles, all that good stuff. And of course you still do that. But what I really didn't take into account is how it has really allowed me, when I'm collecting these deck pages, it allows me to have a conversation above and beyond price. So for instance, I have won accounts and I've won business because even though I'm more expensive, for instance, I can look at their old policy and look at my quote and say, hey, and I can start having conversations about water backup of sewer and drains. I can start having conversations about ordinance and law coverage. I can start having conversations about, if I look up their home and they have, unattached structure, like a triple stall garage, that's probably $50,000 to replace, but I only see $20,000 on their current policy. It allows me to have a conversation about that. So it really allows me to have a conversation above and beyond price, which has been the real unintended benefit that I have had with InsurGrid. And I think it also makes my agency look very tech forward compared to what a lot of other agencies are, at least around here in Michigan. And it has been a blessing. So.
Yeah. And Derrick, I'm curious, what would you say to an agent that is like, oh, well, I don't know if my clientele will go through the InsurGrid process, or, the way that we do it is the way we've done it for 20 years, so we don't need to change. What would you say to an agent like that?
I would say usually the biggest objection for prospects to get quotes is the giving of information. So you still have to, of course, collect some information, but this reduces that friction. And it is key to do that in today's world when you are dealing with people that are, super busy and, doing a million different things. And do not have time to necessarily have that 20-minute conversation over the phone with you. You can get 90% of the information, 95% of the information simply by having them fill out some very basic information and just logging into their account. And you absolutely need to try it, is what I would say. Like I said, it reduces the friction that you have with your prospects. And the less friction you have, the more information you can get faster and more easily. And your prospects are going to see that. Yep. And it provides a smoother experience, not just for you as the agent, which is great, but also the prospect and hopefully soon to be client. So that's what I would say if you're skeptical about it. Right. It's going to provide a smoother experience for everybody involved.
Yep. Awesome. Well, Derrick, I appreciate having you on, and congratulations on your growing agency in Michigan.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to supporting you.
Perfect. I look forward to seeing what you guys got developing in the wheelhouse today. I was just talking to your other guy.
Charles. We've been hard. So more good stuff to come. But I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I would also say one other thing.